Once upon a time in a small village nestled among rolling hills, lived a young man named Arjun. He was known throughout the village not for his skills or achievements, but for his constant complaints. No matter the situation, Arjun could find something to grumble about. He complained about the weather, the villagers, his job, and even his luck. One day, an old wise man named Guruji visited the village. He was respected for his wisdom and known for helping people transform their lives. Hearing about Arjun's negative attitude, Guruji decided to pay him a visit. When Guruji arrived at Arjun's modest home, he found him sitting on the porch, complaining about how hot the day was. "Why do you waste so much energy complaining, my son?" Guruji asked gently. Arjun sighed. "What else can I do? Nothing ever goes right for me. Life is unfair." Guruji smiled and said, "Meet me at the riverbank tomorrow at dawn. I have something important to show you." Curious but skeptical, Arjun agreed. The next morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, Arjun found Guruji waiting by the river. He noticed two large buckets placed side by side. "Pick up these buckets," Guruji instructed. Arjun hesitated but complied. Guruji led him along the riverbank until they reached a spot where the path split into two. One path was rocky and uneven, while the other was smooth and easy. "We will take the rocky path," Guruji announced. Arjun groaned but followed. The path was challenging, with sharp stones and steep climbs. He struggled with the heavy buckets, his arms aching. After what felt like hours, they finally reached a serene clearing with a beautiful waterfall cascading into a crystal-clear pool. Guruji motioned for Arjun to set the buckets down. Exhausted, Arjun dropped them with a thud. "Look into the buckets," Guruji said. Arjun peered inside. One bucket was filled with clear, fresh water. The other was empty, dusty, and dry. "Why is one full and the other empty?" Guruji asked. Arjun shrugged. "I guess because I only filled one with water," Guruji nodded. "Exactly. Life is like these buckets. If you spend all your time complaining, your complaint bucket will always be full, leaving your opportunity bucket empty. Complaints are like the rocky path, difficult and draining. But if you focus on possibilities and take action, you fill your life with value and meaning." Arjun was struck by the simplicity and power of the lesson. Guruji continued, "Every moment you spend complaining is a moment you could spend improving your situation. You walked the rocky path carrying the buckets, but if you had focused on filling them with water, you'd have something useful now. Complaints change nothing, but action can change everything." Arjun realized how much of his life he had wasted blaming circumstances instead of taking control of his destiny. From that day on, he decided to stop complaining and start acting. He took up a trade, learned new skills, and worked hard. Though challenges persisted, he faced them with determination rather than despair. Years later, Arjun became a prosperous and respected man in the village. When people asked him about his success, he would smile and say, "Stop wasting your time complaining. Pick up your buckets and fill them with something worthwhile." The villagers, inspired by Arjun's transformation, learned to focus on possibilities instead of problems. And the village prospered, not because life became easier, but because its people became wiser. Moral of the story: complaining solves nothing. Every moment spent grumbling about life is a moment stolen from working toward your goals. Focus on solutions, take action, and fill your life with purpose and progress.